So guys, let's just start by saying this, that this post Bryan just dropped recently, like, it's not an ordinary post. This one is loud. If you understand social media language, you will know that this one actually has a meaning. You see, when someone just writes, how do you say I miss you without sounding desperate? I miss you if you want. If that one does not have a story behind it, I wonder what does. Because Bryan is not the kind of man who just wake up to write, random relationship quotes. He's a man that barely talks, barely posts, always coded. So when he finally drops something emotional like this, trust me, somebody somewhere is already feeling it. And let's not deceive ourselves. Everybody immediately thought of one person, who is Sonia Uche. Because at this point, whether people like it or not, Bryan and Sonia's name don't separate easily again. Their names have entered the same, group. Once you just mention Bryan, somebody will ask, what about Sonia? Once you mention Sonia, another person will ask, BryanOkwara. So when this post came out, the internet went quiet for some moments, and then everywhere scattered. Some people were saying that he's obviously talking about Sonia. Others said no, that he's just being motivational. But deep down, everyone, even those denying it, still went to Sonia's page to check her mood. Because let's be honest, the timing of when this post actually was dropped matters. The post didn't come when everything was calm. It came at the time when Sonia has been back working closely with Maurice Sam. Their recent movie blew up massively. Fans are already dragging loyalty left and right, and Bryan has been unusually quiet. So tell me, out of all these days in the world, today is the day your heart decided to talk. Guys, let me just rewind small, because some people joining the gist now might not really understand why this post is loud. For the longest time, guys, fans have seen Bryan as the quiet lover, the one that doesn't make noise, the one that doesn't chase clout to relationship, the one that moves in silence. And that's exactly why many people love him for Sonia, because compared to Maurice Sam, that is playful, loud, dramatic, energetic, on screen and off screen, Bryan is calm, soft-spoken, composed. Two totally different energies. So the big question has always been, is Sonia the type that needs fire or the type that needs peace? And that is where the confusion has entered, like really entered. Now, this particular post that Bryan dropped, let's analyze it properly, because me, I like analyzing things. He didn't say I miss you. He said, how do I say I miss you without sounding desperate? I miss you if you want. Meaning he is missing someone, but he's protecting his pride also. He's also trying not to beg. He's also trying not to look like the one chasing. That is deep, guys. That's the kind of line a man drop when he still cares, when he's not sure if the other person still feels the same, and he doesn't want to embarrass himself emotionally. And honestly, guys, that alone is already telling us that something is unresolved. Because when you are fully over someone, you don't post anything emotionally. You post them videos, you post money, you post cues, you post jokes. You don't post I miss you if you want. So somebody still is in your heart, apparently. Now, guys, let's just shift a bit to Sonia. Sonia, whether you like it, whether he likes it or not, whether he likes her or not, is one of the most talked about actresses right now. Not just for talent, but for aura. Like, that girl has presence. Her aura is so loud. Anywhere she goes, attention follows. And unfortunately, guys, when you are that kind of woman, your love life automatically becomes a public property, even when you don't want it. Over time, people have tied her emotions to two men, Maurice Sam and Bryan. Maurice is the one with chemistry, fire, passion, the magic in cinema, but Bryan is the one with calm love, respect, emotional safety. And fans are divided into two, where we have Team Maurice and Team Bryan. Now, here's the problem, guys. Even when Sonia tries to be professional, fans don't see professionalism. They see feeling, they see signs, they see body language, they see eye contact, they see silence, they see captions. So right now, guys, that Sonia is back doing movie with Maurice again, people are already shouting that she has returned to her destiny partner. She can never escape Maurice. The love is not film again. And in the middle of all this noise, guys, Bryan drops that line, "I miss you if you want." You see why this post is dangerous, because now everyone is just reading meaning into it. Some people are saying that this is Bryan silently expressing again, silently expressing his pain, and this is Bryan watching from afar. This is Bryan trying to stay mature, but his heart is not cooperating. Others are saying that this is just one-sided, that Sonia may not even be thinking of him at all, that Bryan may be holding on to something that has already ended. And that's where the emotional tension is, because imagine being in Bryan's shoes. You stayed silent, you didn't fight publicly, you didn't insult anyone, you didn't drag Sonia, you respected her space. Then suddenly you are watching her everywhere again, smiling, acting, vibing, trending with the same man fans won't say she has moved on from. Like, guys, you know, go easy at all for Bryan. And the worst part is that you can't talk, you can't explain, you can't complain, because the moment you talk, people will say you are bitter. So what do? You drop one soft quote, one emotional sentence, one line that only the right person will understand. "I miss you if you want." Now let's flip the coin small. What if this post is not even for Sonia? What if Bryan is talking to someone else completely? It's also possible, guys, you know. But the problem is this: when you've once allowed the public to emotionally attach you to one person, everything you do after that will still be connected to that person. That's the price of public attention. So whether Bryan likes it or not, Sonia is already inside this post emotionally. Now, guys, as even as this post went on, Sonia didn't reply, she didn't post, she just kept quiet. And because she's not like hard quickly, she's not the kind that respond to things quickly, you understand? Because if she had liked that post, people would say, like, she actually got it, that it was revealing to her. But she did not reply, she did not say anything. And guys, the silence has made people create 1,000 meanings on their own. Some are saying that she's confused, some even doesn't even know, saying that she doesn't know what she wants, she doesn't want to hurt Bryan, but she's already, deep somewhere else. So guys, but then again, silence is not an interpreter. Everyone translates it on their own. Now guys, Sonia does not owe anybody a relationship. She's allowed to walk, she's allowed to love, she's allowed to chase her mind, she's allowed to follow her heart. But at the same time, emotions are mathematics. People get attached, people invest feelings, people hope, and when expectation breaks, everyone feels the pain. So guys, because Maurice and Sonia together in a movie, like, and never ends. Every time you think it's over, they release season 2. And guys, the painful part for outsider is this: you can be everything correct, you can do everything correct, you can be calm, you can be respectful, you can be emotionally mature, yet the heart might still choose who it chooses. And the lesson some fans are struggling with is, because many people want Sonia with Bryan because he looks better behaved, but sometimes people don't feel better behaved, they fall for who shakes their soul. And right now, I think Sonia is, still at that point where she's still figuring out who to follow, and yeah. But if this is truly over, peace will replace the quote, silence will replace the pain, and emotion we no longer need capture. For now, guys, let's just watch, let's just observe, let's just analyze. If these two truly matter to each other, the world will always find a way to bring them face to face again, whether for closure of a new beginning. So guys, let me just know your humble opinion in the comment section. And if you've watched up to this point, you've not subscribed to the channel, please kindly do so that I continue getting hot juicy gist just like this one. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video. Bye for now.